Hello, hello.
Aurora.
Yeah.
Oh well, Darcy appeared.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll be here shortly.
Okay. I have started the stream and just waiting for Ozzy, and then I'll kill you all.
Okay.
I welcome it. Life was so much simpler when we were all dead.
Life is simpler when we're all dead.
It was.
Huh. Not sure if that works.
Well, this is Barovia, so anything goes.
Alright. Okay. Good. Good, good. So what's missing? I need Esmeralda. So where's Ozzy?
We just got home.
Okay. Alright. Alright, alright. So I think we're good. I want to lower the volume of that play of that picture. Okay, it's better. All right, so okay. All right, well I am ready. So just waiting on Ozzy, and then let's see. Dehanu, you haven't opened the VTT window. You're not logged in.
I'm saving my CPU cycles.
Okay.
While I'm looking at space saver bags.
I'm looking at what?
Space saver bags. You know the bags use suction to make them vacuum.
Ah, okay, yeah. I thought something related to D&D.
No, no, just looking at that while we're
Some
waiting.
magic item.
Kind of, well, reportedly.
Alright, so let's see. I think Ozzy has joined. Yay! Hello, Ozzy.
Hey, I have a DM question before we begin,
Yeah,
because it may affect the bearing of the rest of this session
yeah,
and the continuation of our campaign.
yeah.
If Darcy has a remove curse, can we just remove the curse of Strahd? Does that
uh,
just solve the whole
Try.
thing?
yes, but she would need to cast it as level 9. Does she have a level 9 spell slot?
Well, I have two level
Oh my god,
threes,
the range.
level 3 slots. So when we combine them, 3 times 3, three threes, 3 plus 3 plus 3, I should say, is 9.
Sure. Okay, let me think on it.
99999.
All right. Okay, so last week, after the wedding ceremony, Tehanu approached some of the guests and talked to some of them. He learned that the adventuring group just came to Borovia and they are completely lost, and they are basically in the situation you were in 1 year ago or 1 week ago in game. He learned also that there's one of the guests that was actually a bride of Strahd. He then saw a nice, cute little silver statuette that he grabs, and he gets blown by radiant damage that deals a lot of damage to him. Thankfully, it didn't kill him, but you know, it wasn't pleasant.
Not the good kind of blowing.
Yeah. Although, considering him, maybe he likes the pain. Who knows? Anyways, Ozzy grabbed the statuette and it had no effect on him. You also did find a mace on the ground from the corpse of what seems to be a dead adventurer. Um, you took all of that into your possession. You talked to Esmeralda for how to get to the room where she thinks Arginvas' bones are are wherever um, are there, and she says that she doesn't really know the way from this part of the castle as she hasn't been coming through the front door, but rather through the servants' entrance. So you decide to all leave from the front door and come back towards the servants' entrance. Um, on your way out, you awaken some gargoyles and some red dragons that were guarding the entrance of the castle, and you fought them in order to gain access to the outer doors and finally escape from the castle. You're still within the grounds of the castle, though, and you wanted to. I think you wanted to get to the other side of the bridge before taking a short rest and then going back in. Is that right?
Hmm.
Okay. So put your tokens in the right order of however you guys are. So who's in the front?
Yes, I'll be in the front.
Okay. With uh,
Unless Tahanu wants to be in the front.
I don't know. You're also taking care of Amnon, right?
Yeah, I got his character sheet up.
Okay.
Our DPS beast. By the way, I just want to let you know I did inform him that I played him and he was okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I also told him that he was a DPS superstar and he was very pleased by that.
Yeah.
So apparently I'm not mispiloting him.
Yeah, I don't think you are. I mean, you did Eldritch Blast and Hex, so that's pretty much
Oh, I did the
autopilot.
other one too. I did the
Maddening
other
Hex. Yeah, Maddening Hex.
Yeah.
That was a really cool feature. You should
Mm.
use it more often. But yeah, you control Amnon as well. Iron also controls Esmeralda, and Tehanu is all alone. Controlling.
He's touching. He's controlling himself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not get us killed, so trying to keep things in control. That's good enough, isn't it?
Yeah. You're doing fine.
All right. So the order of the party is Ozzy, then.
I can be second.
Okay.
Though you will have to turn off the rain because it freaking makes me lag.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll do that.
I have like half a frame per second.
Okay. Better?
Much better.
Okay.
Okay, but now I'm lagging. I'm sure.
That's the wind.
All right, and then
Of
Large
all.
fries.
So you guys, we have two options before us. We can either we don't have access to Liam's tiny hut any longer, as our wizard is now uh, plane jumping, plane shifting to Lord only knows where. Lord Bahamut only knows where. We can go outside of the grounds and make a camp, and get a long rest, or we can get a short rest, like wherever. What do you guys want to do? What time of day is it?
It's a little over an hour after dark because the wedding was at sundown.
Okay, so we need to get a long rest then. What do you think?
I like the long rest idea.
Okay.
The way goes fine for me. I mean, even with a short rest, I'd be fine. But if you prefer long rest,
I know that I know I don't know if Amnon recovers off of a short rest, but I know I'm down a few spells, so I could use a recharge from my deity. So let's. Where do you, the question I guess is where do we go out of the grounds, or try to find somewhere here that we can camp bunk up?
just camp on the bridge.
What?
That's a terrible idea.
On the drawbridge. What could possibly go wrong?
I think the first of those two words is the key indicator that is not a good idea. If the drawbridge is drawn, we will drown.
Not
Although you
drawn,
are a
just
drow.
plummet 1,000 foot drop.
Is there water down at the bottom of the
It's
1,000 foot
too
drop?
far down to see. You don't know.
Well, if the drawbridge is drowned, do we get drowned?
Well, you are drow.
That works.
Okay, decision making.
Okay, we're gonna go. So from when we arrived, what was the outer area before the draw in front of the drawbridge? What was that area like?
It was just like little hills, regular.
Was it
Uh,
woods? Was it forest? Was it?
not woods. Just like hills, plains and hills and stuff like that. There's no immediate woods around.
Let me look at my Barovia map really quick.
Hmm.
Jeez.
You said it's dark already?
Yeah.
Is this to the southwest? There's those four huts. Is that the Vistani camp?
Yes.
About how long would it take for us to get?
Um. It's it takes a while to do the whole
What if we
going
didn't
around.
go straight? What if we went like in a straight? Are you looking at the Barovia map?
I
'Cause
don't think you can do something like that. Don't forget, this is like 1,000 feet above the rest of this area that is below it. So you'd be going downhill. There are hills, and then there's probably a cliff somewhere that in that area. If you remember that near this bridge was a huge waterfalls.
goes 5 miles, 5.5 miles.
No, you have to do the whole long way around because this is a
We did do
cliff.
the long way around.
I did. Look at my map. Look at the map.
Yeah, but I mean, here
I can't.
you need to do the long way this way.
Why
What's
can't
the
we? What's the dotted lines then?
The dotted line is a little road that takes you to the bottom of a cliff from which there is some waterfalls. So you can't actually go through
the
this way.
tester waterfalls are to the west, to the left of the bridge.
Yeah, I know it's weird, and I looked it up quite a bit back then, but technically this is where the cliff is.
So it seems to me like this dotted line goes right past the camp.
Yes.
So you're saying that dotted line does not go to the camp?
No, the dotted line goes to the camp, and then it goes along the river until it stops right here at a cliff face. And like I don't remember how many feet up the cliff. Then there you have the bridge. It's basically this whole long way around uh, is actually like going downhill. It takes you down.
Yeah, like, okay.
You can just take the time to go where you need to be. I mean, it's not like it's midnight already. It's just like 7 p.m. or something.
So how long? But to go.
I would say it's about. Uh,
It might be quicker to go back to Valaki.
yeah,
It's 11 miles.
yeah, and I think Valaki is a little closer. Using the measurement tool completely freezes up my tabletop.
How did I just do?
You put a circle. It's about 10 miles to.
It's stupid. But I can't stop. What is going on? Why is this happening to me?
Okay, it unfroze. Okay,
I put a
so
whole bunch of circles on the map, and I don't know how to get rid of them.
it's okay. All right, so what do you do?
How long would it take us to walk? 10 miles?
About 3 hours.
Well, do you want to maybe go back to Valaki?
Sure.
Okay.
Is there
'Cause
still
it-
shuttle service?
No, not as far as you know. You can look out and you don't see the carriage anymore. That dropped you outside.
It's outside business hours, is it?
Yeah. It reverted into a pumpkin.
Okay, so let's just. Can we just say we went to town? We went to Valaki.
Okay.
And we take a long rest in the inn,
Okay.
and then we'll start out first thing in the morning.
Yeah, you're still inside the castle right now. You need to get out of the castle first.
We are outside the castle. I thought we went in
You're
out the
you're
door.
within the grounds of the castle.
Okay.
You haven't crossed the bridge yet.
I will cross when I go. Whee! Cross the bridge.
And the we is part of the.
It's a battle cry.
Okay. Let me see. So as you are crossing beneath this place right here, um, you suddenly feel a bright green, wet and sticky slime drop from the ceiling of the gates and drop on you, Ozzy.
Okay, so I get a deck save.
Uh,
See if I had to avoid it.
yes, please do a dexterity save. Wait, no. Nope. You weren't aware of its presence, and so you can't. Otherwise, the slime can't be avoided as it drops. Okay. So let me see. Okay, let me
Sorry,
roll.
it wouldn't roll at first, so I just wanted to make sure it rolled.
Yeah, that works. I am rolling for you.
They see me
You take
rolling.
7 acid damage.
Okay,
I always knew Azzy was on acid.
that's acid's on me.
That too.
Okay. Um, okay, so just so you know, it's acid, it dropped on you, it's dealing damage to you, and it seems to be corroding your armor, and it's dealing uh, dealt 11 damage to your armor, and
I
it's
don't
going
know
to
how.
keep doing
His
that
his
until you
armor
scrape it
has
off.
HP.
So it's
Yeah.
raining. Wouldn't that wash it away?
Nope.
Okay.
Is
What do
that
you
his
wipe
brand new
acid
shining
off with?
armor?
No, I haven't gotten that yet.
What do you do?
I shake it off.
It's not just acid. It's green slime.
Okay, I will wipe it off.
With what?
Put some Windex.
Hold on.
What do you
I
wipe it off with?
have I have uh I have a vestments, so I can use the shirt that I have underneath to wipe. I have fine clothes. I'm going to use my fine clothes to wipe off my arm.
Um. Okay. Okay. You are able to remove it with your clothes that are now completely destroyed, and you see this the patch of green slime is now on the ground.
Okay. I move out of the slime.
Okay.
And I'm going to look around to see up and down if there's any other areas that have potential slime leakages.
Okay. Do a perception check.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to roll
It's okay.
twice.
I'm taking the first one.
Oh my gosh.
You said you helped, so I took it as with advantage.
Perfect. Perfect.
Well,
So
a
yeah,
2 and a 14.
it was 14. So not much of a change. But you don't see any other slime anywhere on the ceiling.
Hey Tehanu, are you perceptive, or is Amnon perceptive? Hold on.
I would say Amnon would have much better chance of having anything to do
So
with
Amnon is gonna step up, and he's gonna be like, let me look.
Okay. So what do you do at this point?
Oh my god, 14s. All right, whatever. I'm gonna walk past and try to get on the bridge and get back.
Okay. So you don't trigger any green slime as you walk your way towards the bridge.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. Nothing happens to you. Nothing happens.
I found the end of the holodeck simulator.
Okay. Basically, yeah. All right. So you have, um, yeah. There's also invincible that needs to move. Whoop. You have been through the bridge before, and you know that it's unstable. So you're going to cross it
Very carefully.
very carefully, holding hands.
No. I am gonna tie a rope between each of us,
Okay.
and to Invincible. And I'm gonna send Invincible across first, like ahead, because he's heavy. I'm assuming he weighs what a horse weighs. So
Okay. Uh,
7 D100s.
yeah, that's the damage you all take as you plummet. No, sorry. Um, it's stable. At one point, Amnon almost made one of the boards drop, but otherwise it was okay. You get all the way to the other side. All right. Now that you're out of the castle, you have your 3 hour of walk. You can rest at the same time. Well, wait, no, you can't technically rest. If one of you wants to get on invincible, they can take a short rest while invincible carries them. So that's how I can let one person take a short rest at a time.
Well, Tahanu benefits from that the most, as far as I know. So Tahanu can do.
Okay. You do have some items with you that you don't know yet, so you can use that time to like learn
Yeah,
more about them. Um,
yes, we will
okay.
do the same.
Okay. So I should just assume that you identified the various items that you had. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see. Who has the statuette?
I do.
Okay. Uh,
Tano can't touch it.
and the mace? Who has the mace?
Did Tano pick that up?
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was Tehanu or Ozzy.
I don't have the mace.
Yeah, I think I stole the cloak and the mace and whatever was interesting.
Yeah.
And
Right, yeah, so it was Tehanu. Okay, so I'll give it to Tehanu.
I had taken a note somewhere in my inventory, but it was unidentified, so I didn't know what.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, and then let me see.
Oh, very nice.
What was it? Okay, that's what it's called. And it.
Where did you? Are you telling us what it is or what?
I just shared it with Tehanu since he's the one who has it, and I will share only with Ozzy this one, which is what the statuette that you grabbed.
Um, so I need to actually add it to my inventory manually, right?
Yes. If you put the name of it, it will probably appear because it should be there.
Yep, I see it.
Okay.
What about the cloak?
The
Is that
cloak, you can spend the. You have a third opportunity to identify something. So if you want to spend that on the cloak, you can do that. Um, is that what your third short rest
Identify
is
takes
to
10
spend?
minutes.
No, no. It's not. You're not casting the spell identify because you don't have the material to do it. Um, it's a pearl that you need to. It's Amnon that has the spell, but he doesn't have the material for it. So what you're doing is spending 1 hour during a short rest, holding the item, and that's how you
Oh.
identify it manually, basically, without the spell. Anyone can do that. Okay. So during Tahanu's short rest, he got the mace information, and during Ozzy's short rest, you got the icons, the statuettes information, and you have 1 more hour before you reach Valaki, during which someone else or again Tehanu can do another short rest, and then you know. I'd like Esmeralda to get her short rest as well because she got pretty beat up as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did I get short rests?
Yes.
Yeah.
From
'Cause
being
you-
on a horse?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll go into do a short rest thing and use a regen, whatever.
Okay. So you arrive in Valaki. As you've heard before, now since the Washter has taken over the city, the doors are open at night, so they do let you in. Though they are a little bit wary, they're not used to people traveling at night. But you're able to go through without much problems. You arrive in the Blue Water Inn. You take your rooms, and I think you don't want to be role playing the whole thing, right?
Mm-mm.
So you take your rooms. You get your long rest as well. Um, if there's anyone who has something that they need to attune to it, you should probably do that. Um, and yeah,
You don't have to roll hit dice since we're taking a long rest.
yeah, yeah. You wouldn't need to because you are taking a long rest.
I cannot long rest Amnon. I also can't change anything on his sheet, so it doesn't really matter.
No problem. I will do that.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So during like at some point, the one thing I will let everyone know what the icon I got was. So I'd like to see. So this
What?
item that decided to Zaparuski, our friend Tahanu here. This is an icon of Ravenloft. It's it is has the ability as an action to cast augury with no material components. I don't know what augury does. Let me look that up.
Let
Increases your
me.
hit dice or your hit points, right? Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking of aid.
Let's see if that works. No, it didn't.
Oh, I receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. So basically, I could say, "Hey, we're about to do this in 30 minutes. Is this a good idea or a bad idea?" Well, what will the results be? And it will an otherworldly entity will either say good results, bad results, both good and bad, or nothing, which is pretty stupid. But on the flip side, I can also um, use it to turn undead. And then I can also cure wounds with it. And it has the effect of being under protection of evil and good spell against fiends and undead. So that kind of makes me a little bit more tanky.
Okay.
So what about you? What did you find, Tahana?
So it's a fancy black mace, and it's a mace of terror that basically lets me scare people 3 times a day. No,
Nice.
seriously, this thing has 3 charges, and you can decide to frighten everybody within a 30 feet radius. And that's, well, you can hit people with it as well, but that's mostly it from what I'm reading so far. Of course, since it's rather a simple weapon. It's not a finesse weapon. It's not the kind of thing where I could sneak attack people with its mace and scare the shit out of them. So it's very situational. Now,
That's
I
pretty
would
cool.
be curious about the cloak itself, if there's anything about it, but I don't know.
Cloak is non magical.
So it's just a damn piece of cloth.
Yeah, very well made. Looks very heavy
Wait, if
and
it's a heavy
expensive.
cloak, can he use it to shield his eyes from my sword?
No.
Could make a burqa out of it.
Well, let's see. He could, but he would be in not in a position to actually do attack anyone or anything like that. Like you can't hide under it like a tarp, but attack at the same time.
No,
Oh,
what
so
I
it's
mean
an
is
invisibility cloak, right?
no. What I mean is, if he situates it such that it hangs over his face a little bit to kind of almost shield his eyes and create a shadow over his eyes to protect him from the glare of the.
It's a cloak, not a hoodie.
I'm saying, can he be modified into a hoodie?
I don't know. Uh, let me think on that. I'll make a note. And
I could sacrifice a cheaper cloak than this one to do that kind of thing.
yeah, it looks really expensive. It looks really well made and blah blah blah. Let me see. Just a little bit of meta. Um, the cloak is worth about 250 gold piece.
Well, the reason I say that,
What?
knowing that it's expensive, the reason I'm suggesting it is I would happily pay 250 gold if it made it so that Tahanu wouldn't
Yeah,
always get disadvantaged when we're fighting together.
yeah,
That's
understood.
why I know it's a nice like the point being
Yeah, understood
it's a
that.
sacrifice.
Understood that. I made a note of it, and I'll think on that for next week.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, so you wake up. You're all happy about what you've discovered, and you make your way back to the castle.
Is my armor ready?
We said 2 days, right? So it wouldn't be ready until the following day.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Also note your current armor has been damaged by the green slime, and it does not seem to be going to be as effective in protecting you as it used to.
Well, he's got some Tony's armor, and we grabbed the other one.
It's not ready yet.
Yeah,
We
it's
have
not.
the armor we grabbed from the castle.
Won't fit me. Fits you.
It fits you actually, Iron.
Oh.
So you could use it. Uh,
It's plate?
if you want. Yeah, it's full plate.
Ooh.
Can I go?
Anyway, let's just assume that I attuned to the Mace of Terror.
Okay.
Well, while we were at the inn or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When's his armor going to be ready?
Tomorrow.
Following day.
Oh, we can chill for a day.
Okay, so you want to chill for a day and then go back to the castle the following day?
Yeah, I would like to have him go. I'm not going. Want him to go in there without his armor.
Okay. And
Good fight, bare chested.
I'm nervous about the castle, so I would like to us be as prepared as possible. Look how hard it was just to
sure.
get out.
Yeah. And FYI, if I've been looking for the damage to the armor, if it had been a little more HP than that, your armor would have been completely destroyed. So it's pretty badly hurt. Let's say your current armor, it wouldn't be as protective as you would hope.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, do you want to do something today or just chill until the following day? Like in Valaki.
Let's see. Didn't we have other unidentified stuff that we had picked up from?
We sold as much of it we could, and they exchanged the rest of it to the gems, right, for us.
Well, you did have a couple of coffers from the tower, but you never really looked into it.
So can we look into those during the day?
Sure, if that's what you want to do. Alright, let's see.
And so, can I update my armor to plate?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, thanks.
One thing I wanted to do for a while was to somehow find someone in town that can tell me about the chandelier I got from the Argenvost mansion,
Okay.
since it seems to be glowing maybe magically or something.
Yes, it is glowing magically. There aren't really many magic users in the city. Let's see if you can. I guess the best person to ask is going to be either Esmeralda or Amnon. Those are like the best current wizard or arcane
So let's
people
ask
that you know.
Amnon. Should he do an
Talk
Arcana
about
check?
having expertise in our group.
Yeah.
So ask them both.
Uh,
Jesus, can I get a decent roll?
what did you roll?
7, a nat 1, and a 14 for Amnon's. I'm assuming
Ah,
or
um,
should it not be Arcana?
it should be Arcana, yeah. So let me see. I'm trying to, because I haven't looked at that stuff for a while. Let me see. So you found um, a wooden chest that had a severed head inside. Um, the flesh had
That
a
was like a
pixie
refrigerator,
reflection.
right?
Yeah, and there was another one that was like a fridge. Trying to find. I'm sure that I wrote notes about that. Unless it's here. Hmm.
Aren't we missing an Arcana check from Esmeralda as well?
Well, you said you were going to ask Amnon.
He said he's gonna ask both.
In that case, Iron should do the Arcana check.
Oof.
Good thing I said both.
Yeah, I mean, Esmeralda always rolls super high for some reason. Okay.
She knows that the specific crystals used are, and they were mined from the following query.
Mm-hmm. So,
And it says made in China.
do an investigation check for her as well, please.
God damn, she does roll high.
Yeah, I told you, for some reasons, always super high. Okay, so, um, in that box, she finds um, those bottles and she says, "This looks like it's blood that can be used for transfusions." Um, she doesn't know how come it's cold, but scraping off the frost at the bottom, she finds one item that seems to emanate cold. It looks like it's a ring.
Oh, the ring was keeping everything cold.
Looks like it.
We identify the ring.
Uh, you,
Oh wait, you know what? Amnon is gonna buy a pearl.
okay, so Amnon goes to buy a pearl. He now has a pearl. It will cost him 100 gold pieces.
I cannot spend his gold without his
You can.
permission.
I will give him 100 gold.
I'll give. Well, okay, wait, hold on.
I'll give 50 if you want to split it.
I'm checking the bag to see. I'm super poor right now, but I'm checking to see how much we have.
Yeah, need to be using some of that money you got.
Yeah, I have 0.75 gold.
I have 171 gold.
You also have 233 in the Azzy bag.
Yeah, I'll spend my gold for Amnon.
Okay,
If you want
well,
to reduce what's in the bag of mine,
hold
reduce
on a
my
second.
bag. I got a bunch of diamonds, so I'm happy.
Okay. Yeah, the diamonds are everything you wanted.
A priest's best friend,
Yeah,
a cleric.
exactly. um, okay, so just trying to see. There you go. So you would need to spend um, an hour to figure out what this ring actually does. But since you have the whole day, sure you can do that. I'm just going to send you the link to it. There you go. Well, you're not supposed to. No, it's fine. Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is. It has frost on it. It's a homebrew item that I created specifically
Oh.
for this. Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, so it's a homebrew item. Technically, if you look for it, you should be able to find it in the equipment. So I don't know who did the identify on it, um, or who wants to grab it, but there.
Well, I didn't do any unarmed strikes, so
Yeah, but it gives you cold resistance. No one does unarmed strikes.
Monks do.
No. Okay, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So do
in our
monkeys.
campaign.
But we don't have a monkey in our group as well as a monk. We also don't have the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
So the advantage to this thing is cold resistance.
Okay. So you take the day to chill out, relax, identify some of the stuff. Um, what do you do with that head in a box, by the way? What?
I just said ooh.
Compost? um, okay. But yeah, after that, you take another long rest, and the following morning, you go and grab your full plate armor, Ozzy.
Can I sell my chainmail? Or should I hang on to it? Should we put it in the bag of holding just in case?
You wouldn't be able to sell it because it would be pretty battered and doesn't really have much of a value.
My armor?
Yeah. Would be the same as grabbing the armor of a defeated enemy. It would be battered, it would be used and not valuable to be sold.
Okay.
Okay. And good. You want to make your way back uh, to the castle?
So does Ozzy have plate also?
Yeah, because you guys wanted to wait for an extra day, and I didn't really know how to make that interesting or have consequences. So we'll see what happens later. But yeah, let's just say that you waited an extra day. You got your full plate armor. You took the rest. You tried to reel in from all of the events of the last few days, and you spent a lot of time talking about what happened at the wedding and how it affected you. And Iron probably cried a little bit, rethinking
I
about
did have a
her
beautiful
friend.
wedding.
Yeah, Tehanu teasing, a little bit of tension, but anyway, in the end,
Oh, can I do a little bit of shopping
yeah. What do you
very
want?
quickly?
Okay.
Weddings are
Um,
hard. Let's go shopping.
um, so I want some iron spikes.
Mm-hmm. What for the iron spikes?
We're going into a castle. There's gonna be booby traps.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's booby traps, so I want iron spikes.
But I don't understand iron spikes. Like the pythons, or what do you mean?
Like iron spike, like literally spikes that are iron. So like if there's a pressure plate or something like that, I can wedge this iron spikes in to keep the pressure plate from
Oh,
going
okay,
down.
okay, okay,
Or if there's a hole in the wall that has arrows shooting out of it, I can jam the
okay,
iron spike in there.
okay.
So 10 spikes costs 1 gold. I have 14 gold. So I'm
I give
gonna
you gold.
let me just I'll do 2 packs of 10, and I will reduce my gold by 2. Well, whatever.
Hmm. It would cost 5 gold, considering that you are in Valaki.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bavaria prices.
Yep.
that's fine. I still have, considering how much Electrum I have, when translated, I actually have 123 gold. So,
Yep. All good. All right.
and that I also want to get. Is there antacids? Like, can I get Tums?
Uh, there wouldn't be no. Mm,
Okay, so the only other thing I want is a
Ball bearings?
I need to get a hammer for the spikes.
Would a grappling hook be good for anything? You think does Barovia have one of those? Like we
There,
can use
yeah.
we
So
can
So
use.
if
from the adventuring gear, if you look at the adventuring gear, um, anything that
oh,
is
Thank you.
25 gold pieces and below would be available to you at 5 times the cost.
I
Okay.
have a warhammer, I don't need a hammer.
Also,
Here,
with
one
that
second.
green slime, you understood why I wanted to know, like, please always move slowly. I need to know who, like, the order that you are in, and let's not jump ahead. So that's why I was like, okay, but you're still inside. You need to get outside the bridge first, and then you can go to Valaki. Um, but yeah,
I would like to get a grappling hook.
sure.
So
Anything
that's.
else?
Oh, I'm still
Yeah,
looking.
I'm trying to find the stupid equipment thing in D&D Beyond.
Stupid equipment thing? What equipment thing? But
Adventuring gear. Hold on, that's what I was looking for.
oh, in the VTT, I shared it with you. Like, should be visible in the VTT. By the way, who grabbed the Ring of Frost?
Well, I don't think anybody has yet.
Okay. Well, someone needs to grab that, add it to their equipment, and attune to it.
I can't. I'm already triple attuned.
Yeah.
Tahana, you want it?
Don't some
Let
chill
me
resistance?
check what it does. It's just a chill resistance thing.
Well, if you punch someone, it deals 1d4 cold damage if you do an unarmed attack. But
Oh
beyond
yeah,
that,
I
it
just have
does.
to multiclass into monk now. Just give me a minute, but yeah, I'll probably take it then.
Oh,
Since
warding. Does that mean it counts as a ring for me to use that spell?
What?
That one of the tags is warding. Like, oh, it needs 2 rings. Never mind.
No, it just means that it wards. It has a warding effect in the sense that it gives you resistance
Oh, gotcha.
to the call. It just tags basically for like, oh, it does damage. It's a jewelry. It wards you against stuff. Every item has some tags like that. Makes it easier to
Okay.
search for
Yeah.
things. But yeah. Anything else from the stockyard where they sell these overpriced adventuring gears?
Let me look real quick. Sorry. Do you think we need any lantern or torches? Oh, torches. How long did they? Hold on. What do we need for like sleeping inside the castle?
a good
Bedrolls.
tent.
We have bedrolls already.
I was
Okay.
thinking a light source.
Oh, then yeah, torches. I think torches last 1 hour.
What
But
about a lantern?
I
yeah,
have a bullseye lantern, and I have 10 candles. I have.
I think lanterns last for uh, no 6 hours.
You said you have a lantern.
I have a bullseye lantern.
It's
So
also the bullseye lantern also for 6 hours, and but it's in one direction. It's in a cone rather than a radius.
Oh, what about the hooded lamp? The other lantern. Does that one
Yep.
do? Okay, I'll buy one of those.
Okay.
I'm gonna get oil to refill it. A flask of oil is 1 silver, so I guess I'll do like maybe two. How much is the so something that's 1 silver? How much would it cost?
5 silver. So that's half a gold.
So I will get. How much oil is in there? Like it says
One flask
of
gives you 6 hours. Like basically, if you look at the description of the lantern, it says once lit, it burns for 6 hours on a flask, 1 pint of oil.
okay, so
So,
that if I get a gold, it'll be 2 flasks.
Yeah, and
so I
this is
finally found the description, proper description and item for the Ring of Frost, and yeah, I mean it's interesting for monks for attack, but otherwise it's just a defensive item, and it's since you're not gonna use it, well, might as well use it. If we ever encounter a frost wyvern dragon thing, it it will help the survivability, I guess.
I just
Yep.
figured there's a lot of holy items that might not be friendly to you, so
That's a good
Ah,
point.
it's an acquired taste. I guess maybe we can find some corrupt holy item from the abbot, and maybe those would work with me.
All right.
At,
So
at least the statuette didn't like me. I don't know why.
Because you're evil aligned.
I had no misconception with this statuette. I was like just friendly to that statuette. What's the wrong with this thing?
didn't do anything to it.
Ah,
And
okay, I think I'm
I,
good.
I keep making plans. I forget to do the plans. God damn it.
keep forgetting to water the plants. I do that all the time.
Well, I just had the plan for you to meet with Ismark outside the castle, and he was waiting to talk to you and make you feel all guilty about not protecting Irina, even though you gave him your word and things like that.
And instead, he just saw a bunch of people running, yelling, covered in slime.
hmm And while
Maybe
we're
he'll be
at
waiting
it,
for us.
while you were on your way out of the castle, you did see a couple of interesting things in the sky. Um,
Like a
you
pie.
you saw what appeared to be a giant upside down skull flying through the air, and
What the heck?
and you saw some someone with huge wings flying as well, um, both in slightly different directions, but they were all going towards the west.
Okay,
From the
let's
castle to the west, basically. So yeah. What did you want to say?
head back to the castle.
Are we good on candles?
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, if you need some sort of lighting, I can do
I
dancing
have
lights.
10 candles.
Okay.
I have 10 candles, 2 flasks of oil, 20 steel spikes or iron spikes, a bullet, bullseye lantern.
Okay.
I can create light
I
whenever I
have light.
want to.
Yeah, so do I. It's just that I was just thinking for sleeping.
Okay.
Okay,
Good. So you make your way. You do another long rest, and then you make your way towards the castle. Um, as you, I assume you're going to use the same trick to cross the bridge, and this time, the second person after Invincible actually slips as one of the boards beneath their feet drops. So that would be, I believe it's Tehanu, the one behind Ozzy. So Tehanu, please do a dexterity saving throw.
La, 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 la. How's that for a dexterity saving throw?
Good enough. So you're able to catch yourself and not die, not fall. But it was pretty scary as you're able to see beneath you the huge, crazy, uh, super deep 1,000-foot drop. Not very happy about that. But yeah.
Guys, we really need to tell the landlord to maintain his estate a little bit better.
Yeah. Okay. So you make your way back into the um, the place, the thing. Um, uh,
The castle?
yes, thank you. Uh, and you're inside. You don't see the ooze on the ground.
I'm gonna check for ooze in the air.
Okay.
Amnon is also gonna check for ooze in the air.
Okay. So both of you, please do perception checks.
What do you mean ooze?
Slimes or whatever the fuck.
Ah,
And Darcy's gonna look too, isn't she? It's a 14 and a 3
Oh,
sucks ass.
Esmeralda sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will look.
Okay. So you all keep a close eye. Look up. You're unable to see where that slime is. You're not sure exactly where it is or how it's going to fall on any of you.
I'm gonna have Invincible run down
Okay.
and then back and down.
Okay. Um,
But like
nothing.
full gallop.
Sure. He doesn't trigger anything.
I go.
clearly there is no trap, huh?
Clearly. Okay. So you go through, and nothing happens. Okay.
And then for
Esmeralda
a
is going to
while,
tell you.
nothing kept happening.
Okay. The way is up. Follow me. Be silent. This is this is the first time that I'm doing this visible.
Oh,
Usually I nobody can see me, but this time I guess in the group it's better to all stay visible instead of going invisible. Especially since you can't do the same trick as me. So let's go.
Invincible, I'm gonna tell him, hey, just kind of walk around quietly and
Okay. You hear him humming in your mind.
And then you hear various landmines exploding as he goes.
Okay. Um, the order that you are all walking in, I assume Esmeralda is first.
Donna, do you want second or do you want me to go second?
It's weird. Why can't I move her
I don't
with the
care. I
arrow
can
keys?
be second. You can be second. You're
This
afraid
is
of
weird.
another ball of slime?
No, I don't mind being second. I was just being polite and offering.
Yeah, either way. I mean, I have no preference.
Huh. Wonder if it's because of that. You're right there. Okay, so you arrive in front of a barred gate. Um, let me check. What does it say? I had to reload the page, so give me a second. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so there's some portcullis. Um, it's there. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
there's a portcullis.
Yes. So there's the portcullis here, and Esmeralda says it's a bit difficult, but we can try to pull it open. Um, can someone help me? And she will do a strength check. Uh, or Ozzy, do a strength check with advantage. Or wait, you already rolled? Okay, cool.
Can I help? I
Uh,
have pretty good strength as well, if needed.
no need. You're able to pull up the portcullis with your bare hands, Ozzy. Your uh, your dragon biceps bulging, and you pull it up without any
Bulging.
issue. And Amnon is the first to cross to the other side. And you can all cross. I'll just move you because it's just gonna make it easier. There, you're on the other side. Woohoo! And for some reason, I don't hear the music since I reloaded. There. Okay. Um, This courtyard northeast of the keep is enclosed by towering walls. A stone carriage house with hinged wooden doors stands silent in the corner where the outer walls meet. Across from the carriage house, a slender wooden door reinforced with iron bars leads into the keep. So the door would be on this side. So this is like a small court um, on the inner side of the castle. What do you want to do?
Which way is it? To wherever the skull would be.
Um, you're asking Esmeralda, I assume.
Hmm.
So she's saying, usually enter through this door, right there. And she points to that building.
I don't see a door anywhere.
I
Is it
see
on?
black.
It's on the other side. There.
Okay, can you describe the scene to me?
Yeah, so you have the court where you are, and behind you here you have a uh, the carriage house, basically, where you can hear the horses inside. Well, you don't hear them; they're very silent. And here you have the door that is reinforced with iron bars, and there are some windows here um, that that give you a small view into the interior of the castle, but the windows are caked with uh, uh, with dust, with grime. You can't really see much, but you see just a little bit. It's dark inside, and there's some broken furniture. Maybe you're not exactly sure. But there's this door, and this is what the door that Esmeralda says she uses to get inside. What do you do? Hello. What do you do?
Out of the gates.
Are we gonna follow Esmeralda?
She doesn't know
Hello,
where we're going to go.
Hello.
Ozzy. Are you? Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. I like. All of a sudden, it just went like I heard iron bars blocking, and then it just went quiet.
Okay. I kept saying, what do you guys want to do? But Esmeralda says this is the door that she uses to get inside the castle.
Is it? Is this like what type of room does this lead into?
Um, it, it's I believe the servants' quarters.
Is there like a graveyard or something like that?
Not that I remember. No.
All right.
Why?
Because I would think that if he has some sort of like a crypt or a graveyard, he might keep the bones there. But okay, I'm gonna. Can we inspect this?
Yeah. Do a perception check.
Jesus freaking! Come
Uh,
here.
It looks like a door, and it has iron bars on it. It seems to be
oh, I'm not
swollen,
much
like
better.
the wood seems to be a little bit swollen, but that's about it.
Does Esmeralda knows if this door is? Has she ever gone through that door before? And is this thing supposed to be trapped, or
Well, that's the door that she uses to get in. That's
and that's just a normal door, which could just go through this thing?
yeah. I mean, she hasn't been here very often. She's come maybe twice to look around, but she had to retreat at some point. Uh, it's not really a place where she's very comfortable coming to play, right? So
Oh, she always rolls better.
I don't know why, but she always rolls super high. So what do you do? Come on, the game.
All right, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay. So you try to open the door, uh, but it looks like the door is swollen and stuck in its frame. You're unable to open it.
I could just kick it open.
Yeah, do a strength check.
The heck is the strength thing?
Top left
Uh,
of
I,
your
I just
stats.
oh I just kick. I just click on strength and
Yeah.
okay. What the hell?
So you take your foot and try to kick the door, and you just like get stuck in a
You roll
L
your ankle.
position, and then you fall on your back, like
Does
in a
he
What the
know?
very
hell is wrong
cartoonish
with this
way.
door?
Okay, I'm gonna step aside, son. Step aside.
There you go.
That's athletics. You want strength.
I
No, well,
hurt
it
my
is strength.
toe.
So that
It is strength based.
Yeah, it
the
is. You're
well,
not proficient though.
why is my
Well,
well
if I clicked on strength, it's gonna give me +2 as well.
Yeah, it's
oh
the
okay.
same. Okay, so Iron looks at Tehanu, laughs at him, and then she shoulders the door, and it opens. Boom.
How can you laugh at me? I hurt my toe.
Okay. I need to grab you guys.
Surprise! Oh, they're all dead.
Ah, fuck. This is the part that I hate, moving tokens around.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Please tell me it doesn't just show you everything that you passed through as the token moves.
What?
No, it goes to a black space before we get there.
Okay.
This looks a lot like the room we were just in, like left though.
Yeah, I'm still
There,
moving tokens really slowly.
Ozzy has the light.
Yeah. Okay. There. So you open the door, broke it
Why are
open.
there 9 beholders in that room?
You were not supposed to see that, dude. What the heck?
That's a lot of beholders, bro. That's like
Yeah.
400 eyes.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you break the door open. Now what?
I guess we go in.
Okay. So you go in. So dim light filters in through a dust cake window in the east wall. A door next to the window leads to the castle's northeast corner. This is where you came from. Everything in this room is coated with dust, including a large, heavy table in the center of the floor. A thick book lies open on a desk, with an inkwell and a quill next to it. There is a broken door in the north wall, and a staircase in the south wall plunges into darkness. On each side of the staircase, a skeletal figure draped in gleaming chainmail stands sagging at attention, holding a rusty halberd. You guys should probably enter the room.
Can we check for traps first?
Yes, do a perception check, please.
Okay. I was gonna cheat. Can I have Esmeralda just do all these for us?
If you want, you can always ask her to do it.
I will ask.
Okay. She doesn't seem to notice any traps around the door frame or anything that she can perceive from where she is. Who enters first?
I will.
Yay! Courageous Ozzy.
Crazy Ozzy.
Okay. So
I'll
you can
follow.
see the desk, the book, the skeletons, and the staircase, and the door to the north. Now, what do you do? Esmeralda is going to enter as well. Oops.
That lag and those walls.
Well, it's your fault for using a crappy Intel laptop.
What's
No,
wrong
not
with
even.
Intel?
I'm
Intel's
on my
awesome.
desktop.
You're on the desktop now?
Yeah, it's
Dedicated
overpowered.
GPU?
Yep.
Okay, that's weird
You
then.
just don't know how to build a computer then.
Probably not. Alright, now what?
I know
Mm,
Esmeralda was supposed to kind of be leading this way, so does she have a suggestion of which way to go? This looks like stairs. Do we?
Yeah, we need to go down.
Okay.
what's in the room up north?
You don't know.
He doesn't know.
She doesn't know. She says, I don't remember what's in that room, but I believe there are stairs in there that take us upstairs.
Some tells me we need to go downstairs. All right. Let's.
I
Okay.
would
So
be curious about what's in that book
Are you
on the
gonna go look at
table.
it?
Okay.
Yeah, probably someone with higher arcana and intelligence than me. Well, wisdom.
Is it wisdom?
Mm,
Not necessarily. Depends. You want to see what's written on it first?
Hana sure seems interested. He's not
yeah.
able to notice, figure it out?
Um, I'm
Okay.
gonna.
So you look at the book, it looks weathered and brittle. Um, at the top of each page, you see scribed the message: please register for your own convenience and that of your next of kin.
Wait, is this a hotel? Cheap hotel?
Maybe. You see a bunch of names written on a few of the pages, but they're mostly illegible.
Man, a guest book. This reminds me of Angel Fire and the GeoCities.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. All right. So what do you do now?
I don't know
Well, I
if
guess
we're
we.
all going to go down. I'm gonna be following people down. Is there anything weird with those skeletons?
You can do
I'm
an
just
investigation check or a perception check on them, depending on whether you want to look at them or try to investigate them.
Oh, can I do a medicine check to figure out what they died from?
Sure, you can do that as well. Ooh. Um, so you're not sure, even though you rolled really high. Um, I'll answer Tehanu first. So what you see with these skeletons is that um, they seem to have been assembled and held together with wireframes, and they are slumped, but because they're hung on some pegs on the wall. Um, and Iron, you notice that some lacerations in the bone that seems to indicate that maybe they died from really deep cuts in a battle, or maybe it's something that happened post mortem. You can't be exactly sure because they're rather old, and someone has been playing with them, assembling them.
they're chained and they're not armed.
Yeah. No, they are armed. They wear gleaming chainmail and a rusty halberd, and they're not chained. They are hung on a peg.
can the gleaming chainmail, does it look uh particularly good?
It
Like,
looks
cause
it looks in good condition.
well, like the reason I ask that is they're like they're like decomposed, and this you said is gleaming. So I'm wondering, can we do a quick like let's grab it, throw it in the bag, grab the armor and throw it.
Okay.
See if you get the skeleton to give you a strike of a halberd.
Well, the thing is, I'm thinking it might be like elven mail or something like that. So
Okay.
Hmm.
So you can do that, but you've been looking around for a little while, so it will take you some minutes to take the armor off and put it in the bag, which Esmeralda is going to point out we should probably not spend too much time in the same place.
Okay.
And metagaming, I will be rolling random encounters every few minutes that you spend in game in the same location, or if you move to someplace else, it's also going to trigger a random encounter if the roll gives you a random encounter. Okay?
Okay, so we'll just, I guess we
If
can grab
we're
it on the way.
all five of us are busy taking off those chainmails, it should go fairly quick, I
It
guess.
should take like a minute or two at most.
Maybe, but it's still going to take some minutes, and you already spent some minutes here. Just letting you know.
Okay, well then we can. I guess we can get it on the way back. I don't know, whatever.
If we ever come back.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna investigate stairs and make sure there's no trap.
yeah. Okay. Second here. Let me just do this.
By the way, Dylan said it's okay. He'd pay half for
Okay,
the pearl.
cool. That works.
Give me a second. Sorry. Just placing your tokens. Okay. So you're going down the stairs, right? Um. So you go down the stairs and you arrive at the bottom. You see this hall that seems to be standing in deathly silence. Heavy beams support a sagging 10-foot high ceiling, and you see fog that clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies less than 3 feet above it. A giant shadow lurches across the ceiling as a dark figure shuffles purposefully down the corridor toward you. I guess you should probably move to the bottom of the stairs at this point. And you see this person shuffling their way in your direction.
By the way, as he's approaching, hold on. Does he look like he's approaching like aggressively, or
No, doesn't seem to be approaching aggressively.
what does
Um,
he look like?
he looks like one of the mongrel folk. You've seen him earlier. You glimpsed him a little bit in the chapel. He stands about 5 feet, a little less than that. Um, you can see the left side of his face is covered with lizard scales, and I probably have a handout for you. Yes, I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. There you go. Looks like this. Um, he has the ears of a panther. His left foot looks like a duck's webbed foot, and his arms have patches of black dog fur. You can see the light in the hall is coming from the lantern um, that he's holding. Um, you can see that he's wearing a loop of twine around his neck, hanging from which is an iron key and a decorative wooden pendant fitted with a varnished human eyeball. Um, doo, 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 doo. Okay, that's about it for the description. And so he is approaching towards you. Hey, hey, what are you doing here? You should. You.
Well, nothing, mate. Watching the game and having a bud.
you, you should retire to your rooms. Come, come. I'll take you to your rooms.
We
Come.
have rooms?
Yes, yes. You have rooms in the tower. Everyone has rooms in the tower. You wanna come? Follow me. Come, come. And he looks behind him and gestures towards you to follow. Are you coming?
Well, before we go, we're looking for something that we seem to have left here.
You left what?
There's an item that I left behind that I'm here to recover. Um, you
You
may
left
have seen it.
you left an item in your behind? That's funny.
Yeah. Very funny. Very funny. No, I had been going over with the master of this keep some anatomy and things like that in our scientific endeavors, and I had left behind a specific piece of a skeleton uh, from one of my ancestors, and I just wanted to recover that before we retired to our room.
No, skeletons in the castle are mine. They're
It,
they're
a
mine.
particular skull, you may have seen it,
Skull? You want to see Skull? I can show you Skull.
of one of my kin, a dragon.
Dragon? You're not dragon. You're small.
I am dragonborn, and maybe you can recall or tell me where this piece is being currently held so that we can recover it.
Ah, uh, yes? No. You want to go to your rooms?
Not quite yet.
Uh, I can lead you there.
Can I do an insight check? Like, what's this guy's deal?
Yeah, do an insight check. You guys don't do those often enough.
Fuck off.
You are completely thrown by this guy. Iron, however, seems to figure out that the guy isn't really completely sane.
I share that with them.
Okay. Um, I can show you my collection of bones.
Careful, guys, we've got a boner.
You coming?
Um, hold on.
Does Esmeralda, does she know, like, if that's the direction we should go? Or I'm trying to figure out how much she knows of, like, a direction we should be heading.
Do an intelligence check for her, please. Just
An
to see if
intelligence
yeah.
check? What is that?
Straight
Arcana?
intelligence. No, just
Yeah,
straight
just
intelligence.
yeah, straight intelligence, like from the abilities rather than the skills.
Oh, rip.
Okay.
She's really down.
So she's going to say, I remember that there was a room full of bones and the skull was probably there. It's somewhere in one of the rooms from this hall, but I can't remember which one. This place is very confusing, you know.
Well, Bony guy here can show us his collection of bones and show us the rooms along this way. Maybe he can show us every room in the hallway, right?
Needy. You
Hey,
coming?
Cyrus, can you give us a little bit of a touristic tour of this of the rooms in this hallway?
Yes, yes. Follow me.
All
Oh,
right.
Stay close.
just. Oh, that's good. Never mind.
What?
I was gonna ask Esmeralda, and I realized she didn't roll so well.
Yeah. She's a great help to you guys, but I don't want to just like give you the whole plan of the castle because she's
I
with
know,
you.
but I was just debating because he's crazy if we should follow him.
That's that's your choice. Esmeralda would probably just shrug, uh,
You
and
can. What could possibly go wrong with this guy?
Everything.
You can just use him as a meat shield.
I'm not inclined to die so quickly.
Not with a meat shield.
It's not going to be a meat shield. As soon as there's any trouble, he's gonna dip out. Okay,
Exactly.
what's in these rooms up here?
Ah, room's not important. Follow me. I show you bones.
Hold on a
Uh,
second.
yeah, see that just makes me not want to follow him. I'm thinking I'd rather just like stick with Esmeralda and I don't have a whole lot of confidence in him.
You coming or not? You coming? Follow. Stay close to me.
You say, Dragon Boy.
Don't trust this guy. I'm trying to figure out a
No.
way to.
It's like if you did like a divine, like his sense, that wouldn't because we already know he's crazy.
Divine sense is only like undead
Oh,
and
okay.
and
Yeah, yeah.
So, what do you guys
As
do?
long
You have to decide.
as he's the one walking on the tiles and entering the rooms first,
Yeah, but
I don't care.
I do because he's probably got like all the knowledge. I don't.
tell me about this key around your neck.
Ah, it's Mikey.
Right. What is it a key to?
Mm, secret.
Oh,
Someone's having way too much fun here.
What's the secret for? What's the secret?
Hmm. Do a persuasion check, please.
Okay, an 11.
Hmm. If I tell secret, you don't tell nobody.
Okay.
Uh, key to a locked chest with crown, beautiful crown.
all right. I'll follow him.
Okay.
A chest with a crown. That's fairly mundane in these days.
Hey, probably worth a lot
Can
of
I
money.
can I see your key for just a moment?
No.
Can I persuade him to provide me this key?
Um. Try an intimidation check if you want to try to intimidate him.
Oh, way to
I would rather
disparage
persuade
our
him.
friend.
Okay, then try to persuade him.
Ah, you rolled better than me.
Mm-hmm. uh, no, it's Mikey.
Okay.
You can look, but not touch. And he pulls it out a little bit just to get it closer to you so you can see it, but he doesn't let you touch it.
So I grab my phone and I take a photo of the key so that we can replicate it with
3D printer.
online service. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go. Let's go. Where do you want to take us?
Okay.
Show us to the bones.
Okay. Bones. Bones. Stay close to me. Opens this door. Enters. And let me see. So you enter into a dusty, 10-foot wide, 30-foot long corridor that has
Well,
a.
no. I'm not entering the corridor just yet.
Okay. Well,
I
so
want
he
to like he went
enters.
in, right?
Yeah. Follow.
Okay.
Stay close.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I want to investigate. Like I want to look down this hallway and see. Like his stay close thing is creeping me out. Why does he want me to stay so close to him?
Can we check for traps?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do a um, perception check. Ooh, that is a nice check.
My God, I'm not perceptive.
Esmeralda always rolls really high for some reason. Do, do, do. So you can see a 30-foot long corridor. It has a flat ceiling, 10-foot overhead. To the south, you see a web-filled stairway that spirals down into darkness. Um, you, in front of you is a wooden door, and Esmeralda. Well, Esmeralda, she can't see anything because she's not
She's
even in
moving.
front.
There's her. Well, in front of the door.
Yeah. Looking through, she can see, um, like in the floor, there seems to be like thin lines that break the floor. Like there are seams in the floor and the ceiling.
Highly suspect. Why does the floor
Follow
Uh,
look
me.
different?
little friend, come here.
Yes.
Is he like walking around where those cracks are? Is he following like a specific pattern?
He doesn't seem to be. He's just like shuffling slowly and begging you to follow him. Beckoning you, not begging you.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
The seams. Does it look like a pressure plate?
It it might be. Not sure. All you see is that there are seams in the floor, the walls, and the ceiling, actually.
I'm nervous about this. Can we ask him if there's another way?
Another way?
Hmm.
Yes, come, follow me. And he
No,
continues in
no,
the
no.
same way.
I like this guy. He has de la suite dans les idées. He has conviction.
Yeah. He giggles.
Stays true to his path.
What you waiting for? Come, come. Skull. Dragon.
Precious.
What?
Well, this castle. There's got to be another way. This castle's huge.
So okay, how okay, this guy, he's carrying a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Do I have any idea? Like, is he? I think this is a pressure plate trap, and the only thing I can think of is he is either skipping around it, or is he lightweight?
Um, he seems to be small of stature. He doesn't wear any armor. He is certainly lighter than you are.
Okay. Hey, what did we ever ask him his name?
You didn't.
Hey, what's your name?
Oh, my name. Me?
Yes, you.
Uh, do I have a name? Yes, 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 I do. Cyrus. Woo!
Cyrus. That's a strong name.
Riley, is
I
that
am
you?
strong.
Cyrus, we have a custom among my people to embrace our new friends. Can I embrace?
I am your friend?
Yes, we are friends.
He rushes toward you. Thank you.
Beer hug.
And yeah, total bear hug.
Bear hug. I'm gonna lift him up. And I want to. I'm used to carrying heavy things,
Yeah.
and I want to like approximately. How much is this guy?
100 to 150 pounds.
Okay, most pressured traps are like 50 pounds.
He giggles in your ear and starts scratching your back.
That's fucking weird. Through my plate armor? That's really weird.
Yeah.
All right, that's good, buddy. And I'm going to kind of.
And now he looks at Iron, Tehanu, Esmeralda, and Anna and says, "Other friends?"
Yes, I'll give him a hug.
And he hugs you as well.
I hug him and at the same time slide a hand to check if there's anything more interesting than this key on this guy.
I thought you were gonna take the key.
Cool.
Well,
Sleight of
I
hand.
mean, I could, but maybe another time if we really actually care about the chest.
Okay, do your sleight of hand. Not much that you can see or find, or he seems to be very easily.
Cool.
No. He starts to laugh, like you tickle him easily as you try to poke around. So he wiggles and laughs and starts to tickle you as well.
And
So
then I check that I still have my Mace of Terror.
So while
You guys have been around this door for like 15 minutes.
Really, it takes that long to do a bear hug? Oh wait.
all right,
Well-
while I'm holding him, I'm going to put him down in this corner over here.
Okay.
He's in the corner, and me standing next to him in the corner.
Yeah.
Why are the walls? Why are there those cracks in the walls? What's over?
Walls?
Or a little bit of the floor. Like I'm going to describe what they found and say why is that way.
No. Can't walk through walls. I'm not Ghost.
I'm going to describe this situation of the creases or whatever you said.
Okay, he seems to be really intent at following everything you explained to him. And let me try something for fun.
I have another option, and I just don't really want to use it. So,
whoa, he rolled a 3. He said once you finish your explanation, he looks at you and says, "Yes." That's his only answer.
See?
Yes.
Well, no, I really don't want to go down there.
Well, you were asking him to explain what that thing is, right? His answer is yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly, that was my point.
All right. Okay, I'm going to. I'd hate to do this, but I'm going to expel it now that he's stuck in the corner. I'm going to expel a second level spell slot and cast Zone of Truth on.
Okay. How long does that last, by the way?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of my choice within range until the spell ends. Creature that enters the spell's area for the first time or starts a turn. So he's not going to know that I'm casting it. I'm just going to just kind of like while they're all talking to him, I'm casting Zone of Truth.
Okay, sounds good.
Area.
and then you need to ask him
Once he's
questions, and that
so,
he needs to
what is
answer.
what is going on in this area? Like, why are you so intent on taking us there?
Uh, uh, hmm. Let me see.
By the way, you can, depending, in complete fairness, there is a save. So
There's a what?
there's a
Save
save.
point?
It's a
Save.
charisma 14.
Ah, okay. Sure, I can try and save.
A 14 charisma save.
Sure, he definitely did not succeed on that. Um, so he's going to answer. How many apples grow on a tree?
And
Lots.
is it a massive tree branch prediction logic?
Lots of lots of apples. Why are apples relevant to what's going on in that hallway?
All of them! And he starts laughing. He just
He's
told you a
telling the
joke.
truth because he's crazy.
What happens if we follow you down this hallway?
Ah, if you follow me, we go up. Or you go up.
What?
Up.
What?
The stairway leads down.
No, up.
Wait a second. Is there something in this hallway that will make you go up?
Mm, maybe?
Uh.
Um,
Want to hear a joke about construction?
why don't you tell me um, what will cause someone who crosses through there to go up?
Um, he he slaps your stomach and says, "You're fat."
Okay.
So it's a cardio elevator?
How far is the creased area?
the the line in the floor and seating and stuff.
Yeah. Can you show me on like the map where it is?
Yeah. Let's see.
Like, is it 5 feet? Is it 10 feet?
It's
Is
10
it
feet away. So if I did like
so it's like
a
here?
square, let's see, it would be something like that. Uh, well, just the top and bottom lines basically that you can see.
If you're worried about the
It's like the
floor
middle
collapsing or
section.
something?
It's like the middle section is a little disconnected from the other two sections.
Okay, so if I go over here, I'm not actually doing it. I will
Hmm.
not be on those plates.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't want to go up but want to go down, how do I avoid this?
Hmm. Do a persuasion check for me. Okay,
Yay!
cool. Uh, says go one by one.
Okay. Um, cool.
If you're scared, I could go there and just jump across and see what happens.
Okay.
Again, what could possibly go wrong?
Okay, Tehanu, what do you do?
Like, I step in carefully with a light foot thing, raising the walls, and when I get close to the crease thing, well, I just kind of run, jump across,
Okay.
and see if I don't know, anything collapses, or if I need to run all the way to the stairs or something.
Okay.
Maybe what I can do is also tie my adventurer's rope. I think I have a piece of rope or something to the door and to
Mhm.
myself. So if there's anything really wrong, I can rappel back somehow.
Is there like a mechanism that I can see? Like it, you said,
Do
it's is it like
do an investigation check for me.
suck it though?
You ask for it, you get to roll for it.
Good
Um,
roll.
so you are able with that roll to discern that it does seem like there is something here that might be a trap, but it doesn't look like it can be disarmed from this location. You don't find any kind of trigger or mechanism for it.
Okay, so can I? So he said it's gonna make us go up, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can see that I can wedge some of my steel spikes?
Well, we do have this magical staff rod thing
The
that can be
movable
put in
rod?
place.
It's true.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
I mean, if you want
actually.
to.
It
Sammy
went
Oh,
took
with
it?
Sammy. Yeah.
What a
okay,
dick.
so don't you have some spare crap object that you can throw on the floor if you wanted to
Yeah, but he
explore?
stood on there. It's not that like it's got to be either something else triggers it or it's heavier than this guy is.
He stood on there, did he?
Yeah, he was
Mm-hmm.
running up and down the stupid hallway. You know what? To heck with it. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna grab Homeboy. I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm just gonna slam him as hard as I can into the onto this plate.
Okay. Um. So as you go and try and grab him, he gives you a huge hug, and then you want to slam him onto the thing.
Yep, as hard as I can. Because I'm gonna simulate more weight. Because clearly he's not heavy enough to trigger this thing. But I don't want to cross the threshold of it.
Okay. Do a
Athletics.
A slam check.
yeah.
A cross check.
Do I
Like
don't
I'm
know.
slam dunking this kid.
Yeah, I don't know how much weight it would be, like a multiplier of his weight if you did
At
something like
least
that.
like 3 times, 4 times, probably. Because I'm putting all of my. I have a 20
Okay.
strength
Do
at this point.
do do a strength check.
Oh,
Straight
please, God.
strength check. Okay. So I'll take that as 3 times his weight. Okay. So you slam him. He is looking like you can see his eyes go wide as you do that. And just as you slam him here, immediately you see these. You barely have enough time to retreat your arms before they get chopped off as you see these bars basically drop where the seam was, and within like a few seconds he gets propulsed upward for quite a long um, ride as he goes up, and you hear this huge boom as on the side here a huge block of stone that works as a counterweight just dropped on the other side of the hidden elevator compartment. And you just got rid of your friend Cyrus. I think he's gonna be mad at you next time you
I
see him.
think he's dead.
Wow.
Well, do you see blood dripping from this?
But the one thing I failed to mention is during this thing, I had signaled to Hanu. I gave him a wink, wink, so he grabbed the key off of him while he was doing. While I was.
Really? You did that?
I did.
beforehand, but said it after,
I was like,
because you didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm
no,
gonna rule that it's too late to ask for that.
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
FYI, it's not like he got squished or anything. What you saw was basically where the seam was, the line here. It was like a portcullis door, like bars dropping from the ceiling to close off that area, and that whole area as a basically like an elevator, as a block. It just went up with him inside. Okay.
okay, so now is there a hole here, or is there
No, just a slight depression
in
where the thing was resting.
okay, I will cross.
Okay. Cross to the other side. Everyone stay close.
So Miley Cyrus just disappeared on this wrecking cage.
Yes. Yeah. Mighty Cyrus just disappeared on the wrecking cage. Okay, then what? You can see a spiral staircase here that seems to be going both up and down. Give me a second here. Uh, there's a chill wind that rushes down this circling stairway, um, and there's some iron sconces on the stairways, and that's it. You go up or you go down.
Should we go down? Didn't Esmeralda say something about it? Does she remember any of this?
She's going to do another intelligence roll for her.
Oh, hope I do better.
If she can remember.
Oh, she
Okay.
remembers.
You can say, yeah, I think I went down there, uh, but I don't think that's the right way. I'm pretty sure it was some room next to the hall we just came from.
You mean in one of these other doors?
Yeah, I think so. We should probably be careful. The noise from that trap is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go downstairs.
So you want to go down?
Yeah, the stairs lead down, right?
Stairs lead down and up. It goes both directions.
I kind of want to go down.
Go down then.
She
Down.
said. Okay.
She said what?
She said it's in one of these doors up here.
Is it? Okay, well, let's go look at those.
Yeah, you weren't listening, and I was like, should I
Sorry,
tell you?
I'm trying to order food. So
Oh,
I'm starving. So
Mm.
I just ordered. I just did my thing. All right. Are any of these doors trapped?
Do a perception check.
can I do Esmeralda do it?
Yeah, sure. Um, Ozzy got some dust in his eye. He can see for a little bit, and Esmeralda says that no, it doesn't look trapped.
Did she remember which door she went in?
She does not.
All right, I'll open the first one.
Okay. Um, so you open that one, and you find yourself in a 20-foot square room that is filled wall to wall with clutter. A long, sagging bed sits to one side under a huge faded tapestry that depicts Castle Ravenloft. Dusty lanterns sit in various places, and bright curtains are draped haphazardly around the room. Thousands of pieces of junk cover the floor. Broken swords, crumpled shields, and helmets lie in piles all about.
Okay. You said broken shield.
Yeah.
Like
So any
Broken
broken swords.
swords, crumpled shields, helmets. There's all sorts of stuff.
So this is like the garbage compactor room.
Yep, you can see Princess Leia over there fighting.
Oh,
Next room.
can
can
we look to
he?
see? Is there anything like a skull in there?
um,
Okay, Dylan, Amnon would like to use his wand of magic detection.
okay.
Why not open all the doors first, and then do a global magic detection?
Okay. Okay. So then I'll go over here. Oh, sorry. I'll
Oh,
open this door.
we check it for traps.
I just opened it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just open it and you see inside dark stains that cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lay scattered like toys about the room, their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishing made entirely of human bones. The walls and the 20-foot-high vaulted ceiling are a sickly yellow color, not because of faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room a cathedral-like quality. Four enormous mounds of bones occupy the corners of this ossuary, and garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hangs from the ceiling above a long table constructed of bones in the center of the room. 10 chairs made of bones and festooned with decorative skulls surround the table. Resting atop which is an ornate bowl-shaped vessel made of yet more bones. The doors to the north and south are sheeted in bone, but the steel-banded double doors in the center of the east wall are not. Above these eastern doors is mounted the skull of a dragon.
I would
Well,
like
there you
to.
go. Just had to go to the cafeteria.
Yeah. Ozzy, you also feel like your nose is tingling you.
I have to sneeze, or I'm detecting like
Maybe,
evil.
maybe you have to sneeze. You don't know. It's a little
I'm going
weird.
to.
I
I'm going to use my channel divinity. Um,
I can do detect magic as a ritual.
I have divine sense.
You can do
Hold
Okay.
on.
detect magic as a ritual?
No, no, no.
I took a long rest and redid my spells when we did a long rest in the inn.
Yeah, but I didn't know you had detect magic for as a
It's
cleric.
Mhm.
Ah, that's cool.
I can do divine. So divine sense. I would like to activate divine sense.
Okay.
I have 4 times per long rest. I never use it. So as an action, you can detect good and evil. At the end of your next, until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell. Know the location of celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total.
Okay. You get assaulted by this nauseous odor that just fills you um, completely with dread, and it's just ugh, disgusting. And you immediately know that this entire room seems to be desecrated ground.
Okay. We gotta get the fuck out of here. This place is pure evil. I'm
Um,
gonna.
by the way, Iron, you notice a little something that first escaped everyone else's attention as you entered, but on top of this mound right here, there seems to be a coat, a fur coat that was just thrown over there.
I would go investigate. Can I go look under the fur coat?
Yeah. You grab the coat, and it looks like a very well-made coat of these beautiful patterns, very soft. But you recognize it. Something weird attracted you in that coat, and you, after looking at it for a second, you immediately recognize it um, as Yaila's fur. It's the same patterns. It's the same feel.
Oh, that's kind of
Did
odd.
you straight up skin your sister in this game?
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's fucked
What?
up.
and I made a coat of out of her.
Oh,
That's Yaila's code.
That's
Oh,
Yila code. Is it a +1 code? Because
It's still a little wet on the inside,
oh god, that's
yeah.
vile.
and you have the sense that it was probably dropped there to dry on top of the bones until it was, appropriate to be made into something else
Can
potentially.
we can I still look around? I mean I this is the bone room. We're looking for the skull.
It's here. He said that it's here,
Right above the
Yeah,
door.
it's right above the
right
door.
above the door.
Oh,
I'm gonna
duh.
take like it's right there. Like I'm gonna take the
Sorry.
skull and put it in the bag of holding.
Okay, so taking the skull
Back of
out
our neck.
is going to take a little bit of effort. It seems to be, uh, you know, the whole room is arranged in such a way that um, um, it's not going to just get detached quickly. So you have to work a little bit to get it detached from above the door, and then it's really heavy as well. So you need to work together in order to get it unhooked and
I'll
drop it
help
into
him.
the bag. It will also take some time, and you might be noisy in doing that. So if you want to do something to prevent that.
So we
Good thing.
and I'm just trying to think about how to help be quiet. Can we close? Oh, I would say close the door, but this room feels bad.
Are these doors lockable? Is there a lock on these doors?
Not that you can see now.
Um, does Esmeralda have like a pass without a trace?
Let me check. She does not.
Um,
She's got mage hand. Oh, is it too heavy?
Yeah, it would be
it's
really
gonna be.
heavy.
Okay.
We're gonna all work together to try to quietly, stealthily
Okay,
remove this thing.
you all do a stealth check as a group, please.
Okay.
Ouch. And you have disadvantage those who are wearing heavy armor.
God damn it!
Esmeralda
Hey,
is
look, Amy.
always amazing. Oh my
I'm
god.
awful.
Tehanu,
Good
Oh,
that's
job.
really
Tano,
good.
yay! He'll bring up our average.
Uh, no.
Does it work that
Unfortunately, it's
way?
just. Actually, when you do a group roll, it's half of the group need to succeed for the whole group to succeed.
Oh.
So you have three people who rolled really low. So unfortunately,
Esmeralda
it's a
also wants to
fail.
roll twice.
What?
I was being silly.
Ah. Um.
He likes
So
yelling
as
at
you
us.
are doing this, you are unfortunately uh, trying one of the chairs that Ozzy was standing on. Under his weight, the bones shatter, and he drops to the ground um, amid a set of broken bone chairs that makes quite a lot of noise. The same thing is going to happen to Iron because of her plate that makes her heavy as well. This is going to attract some attention because it's, you know, a lot of noise. And and
I was
and
thinking
and
I would actually. I was wondering if I should hide somewhere in the room.
Sorry, I'm back.
you were helping them, so probably
We
not.
fail.
Uh,
We were loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um. Okay.
Is this a good place for us to stop so Dylan can join us next week?
Yes.
If there's gonna be a big fight,
Yes. So it's as you make this noise out of one of those uh, bone mounds, you see coming out of it one,
a shambling mound.
not a shambling mound, just this nice little warrior thing.
A white.
Yeah, you've
it's
had experience with
racist.
it.
It's super. All we've come across is whites. Like this is a very racist campaign.
Well, there was a black thing, but you're the guys who are racist because you did not go towards the black things. So,
I must say that we should level up because of my slam dunk skill.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think your slam dunk skills just allowed you to escape a pretty bad
So how
thing
much
that could have
damage would
happened.
that trap have done to us now that we can meta it up a little bit?
Okay, Meta, it wouldn't have done any damage to you, but um, most of you might have become unconscious due to a gas that would have filled the place, and then you would have been trapped on the fourth or fifth floor, which would have made it quite a long way down to go out, which means lots of possibility of new encounters along the way. And as you are unconscious, you don't really know what could have happened to you during that time, as it would have attracted uh, some people due to the noise that it would have done.
Understood.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, the white comes out, and it will be time to fight for next week. But you guys did find the Hall of Bones, and you
And the
found
skull.
Arginvoss skull.
Yay!
Yeah.
Argan
Um,
bottle, dottle, dottle, bottle, bottle, doodle, 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 doodle.
that's my name. But yeah, cool.
That's great. We don't have to go very far. We could just grab the skull and dip.
Yeah.
Just go, turn it in, and get level up.
Yeah. Okay. So
He's gonna make like
next
800
week.
whites appear.
Mm-hmm.
No, I rolled all the stuff. It's actually just that one white that will attack you, and it's part of a random encounter because of the time you spent there, and the noise that you did. You don't know yet what it will attract.
Can I just ask a really mean question?
Mm-hmm.
Does this one white actually present any possible challenge to the entire group?
Not really. No.
Okay.
You could just assume we defeated.
Can we?
them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can we just bypass that fight and just assume we just obliterated it?
Not
Like
really.
I'll give up.
Not
If I
really.
give up with. Okay.
Because the issue with the castle is that it has a lot of rooms, it has a lot of places that you have to go to, and sometimes you can get lost and take a long time around before you go back to where you wanted to go, and that means a lot of rooms to traverse, which means a lot of possibilities of a random encounter, just like this one. And it's the addition of small encounters, which none of them are going to be a challenge to you, but it's the addition of all of those that will eventually make it difficult. So you can't just skip through them, right?
Right. I'm not talking about always skipping. I'm talking about in this case, like given the fact that there's one white, we're gonna probably each of us will get one swing on him and he'll be dead, and then we're just gonna take the skull and dip.
Yeah,
Like,
but it will maybe do 5 damage to one of you guys before you can kill him, and that 5 damage is going to be important because it's the cumulative thing. But we'll see. Also, like I said, the noise that you did, you don't know yet what it will have an effect. We'll see that next week.
okay, fair enough.
So before you kill him, there might be some other consequences coming your way.
That's fine.
Okay. But yeah, next week we'll see, and Amnon will be with us to do that. But you guys are so worried. You spend so much time, which is a little annoying and boring for me. But at the same time, taking all those precautions allowed you to avoid this elevator trap, which is uh, something that's very helpful for you guys because you probably didn't want to get because another issue with the elevator trap is that it would have probably split the party in two
We would have
unless
been split in
yeah.
half. Like I would have been cut in half.
No,
No,
like,
like,
there'd be two groups of us.
yeah, you wouldn't have. It would have triggered on a certain weight, which two people in your group, considering how much equipment you have, two of you would have been enough to trigger it, and it would have been enough to send you guys. Just two of you in it,
Would I have
and
been
the other
able
are
to-
separate. What?
Would I have been able to wedge the steel spikes that I got into the ground
No, you wouldn't have.
to? Okay.
The immovable rod would have been great, and I was like, oh wow, cool. But then, oops, nope, you don't have it.
I think it's kind of lame that he took that. I hope we run into him, and I want to kill him.
You want to kill Sammy? Ah, that's not nice.
Maybe just ask why he took the movable rod instead of us keeping it.
Because he figured that his character would not part with that item because it looked like a really cool item that he wanted. But the magic detection was a cool item, but it was going to be more useful to you guys, and he can already do a magic detect spell, so he figured he'll give you that. But he said, I'll probably keep the. Like Liam would probably keep the immovable rod for himself.
Okay.
And just for fun, we're gonna drop this little icon here.
Fair, I already left. Did I leave?
Oh, for her skin. Rip.
With the bones.
Oh, that's gross. I'm gonna tell your sister you did that.
Oh no.
I asked her permission before, and she was like, "Oh yeah, sure, fine. Sounds fun."
Feel bad.
Like, would you allow me to skin you alive, please? She's like, "Yeah, sure." Technically, it was supposed to be on a coat rack in the entrance, and I kept forgetting and reporting it every time until I placed it here. But yeah. Alright.
Augury is dumb.
I'm gonna stop my stream now, so thank you all for watching, and see you next week for the continuation of this game.
It's either game breaking or it's worthless.